Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your May 2021 reading. So, the first card that I pulled out, King of Wands. So that's your masculine side. So of course this is all about where and how you bring your willpower, what you go for, what you decide, and so on. Then I have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is like the first character that grabs an Ace of Cups. That's why it's filled with possibilities here, with the fish coming out. Since we go through cycles of cups, when we finish a cycle and we grab an Ace of Cups, we're not completely professional about it. That's why it's a page. It's that, oh, there it is. Of course, it can be an offer, not like the big whole shebang thing, but an offer of love that can come from outside of you. But in order for it to come from outside of you, you have to prior take it within yourself so that it can match, so that it can be mirrored outside. And then after, I have the High Priestess. So that tells me right away that that Ace of Cups that you got in your hand, that you're going to grab this month, is actually going to create a spiritual shift. When we have the High Priestess, often in our life, what happens is that we are actually shifting within ourselves. Let's say our grasp of the invisible in the visible is more acute. We're shifting towards being more aligned with who we truly are, with our soul. Something like that. Okay? So, under the King of Wands, I have Temperance and the Nine of Wands. So that tells me here we have our Wounded Warrior and Temperance, the healing card, and Sagittarius. This tells me that, see, you've been working, because see, Temperance is brewing these waters, preparing ourselves on a vibrational level so that we can heal, see the bigger picture, and so on. Here, you've been doing a lot of work to try and heal your past wounds. And under that, I have the Queen of Pentacles, all related with your self-worth. Okay, that's the base of the Queen of Pentacles. She knows her worth, and that's why for her it's normal to receive, to be supported, to be in abundance, and so on. She knows she'll have all that she needs to accomplish whatever she seeks her mind to do, and she'll be supported by it. So your past wounds were affecting your self-worth. And now, through probably self-work and rising your emotional vibration, you're healing your past wounds. And that's why you can grab that cup. Under the Page of Cups, I have the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So see, our masculine here is healing from past actions and past things that were done to him. He's out there life. And here the Divine Feminine is attracting towards her that water. And under that I have an Ace of Swords. Clarity also. Divine water, love, peace, serenity, grace, understanding. And here you're taking it. So this is really beautiful. And under our High Priestess, I have the Star with the Six of Cups and the Six of Swords. The Star being that beautiful moment. The Star and the High Priestess right there. This is a spiritual shift. And spiritual shift when we arrive in our shoes. It's like, oh, this is who I am. This is who I am here in this time and space. This is my connection to the divine. And you see how the Star card, she's pouring all, it's the water carrier barrier. So she's pouring all of her past emotions there because she knows she will be infinitely supplied by this beautiful, unconditional, pure love within herself, and that she'll be able to actually mirror that. So 6 of Cups, healed heart chakra. 6 of Swords, and here since we have an Ace of Swords here, you were probably in the 5 of Swords, where you might have, your mind could have sabotaged yourself a bit there. 6 of Swords, this is when the mind reaches the heart chakra and we are actually able to turn the page on our past wounds. And under that I have Judgment. So you can see yourself rising at the end of the month. You'll be able, in that shift, to actually see yourself going there from the past. Everything is going to become clear, but you'll be able to actually rise above it. So right there, these 3 major arcanas here, High Priestess, Star, and Judgment. Do you see the elevation? Spiritual elevation. Beautiful. And here I have the 7 of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. So that tells me that this is the result of long personal work. And also this will probably, unblock something that was stagnating for a long while also. Let's look. Let's clarify this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Sagittarius for the month of May. Sagittarius for the month of May. Okay, Spirit. Show me the King of Wands. All right. Okay. So I have the Queen of Wands here, and I have the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. That tells me that, see, before your King of Wands here, I'm going to go for that. I'm going to do this. Maybe he would have been a bit like, I'm going to protect myself. Because you had the 7 of Cups with him. So that actually prevented him. The 7 of Cups, it's all our old wounds. It's Venus in Scorpio. And it's all our old wounds that weren't completely healed. That, when we try and read what is happening, we're kind of projecting it on them, on the situations, on the people. Reading reality through our old wounds. And of course that puts like a cloud in front of us, and we're never sure exactly, do they really care about me? Am I really appreciated here? Can I trust this person? We don't know. And our emotions, of course, when there's a situation with a little stress, old wounds come up. Is it this? And then the mind will back it up right away. Yes, it's possible. I feel it. So, and then it's going to search for proof of it. That would be your 5 of Swords. And of course, that means your King of Wands, your active sides, is going to protect and hold back 4 of Pentacles. It's like a reaction. It's normal. It's a protective reaction. But since all of this is happening, that's why we have the Fool and the 8 of Wands. What it's preparing is that, see, if you put your King of Wands instead of with the 7 of Cups, if you put him with the Fool, then he has no old baggage of emotional and experience that would hold him back or make him fear. So bang, 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 he would make moves one after the other, creating, going for his, his goal, his passion, his fire. So here, this is calling about the shift from Seven of Pentacles, a Seven of Cups, a king that is lost in his emotional projection, to a king that is going to have faith into what is coming towards him, because he will have released and transformed his past experiences. Let's look at that Page of Cups, and that will be done by adding this little cup of love within. Eight of Cups. So it's almost instant. Eight of Cups, this is when you realize that, you know what, within myself, there's got to be more. I've lived beautiful things and so on, but I also lived some hard things. But there's got to be more out there. A higher vibration, a clearer, more solid, more balanced, more conscious emotional state. And I'm going to go for it. That's an inner decision. And right away, because of that inner decision, bang, you're receiving an Ace of Cups and you're taking it. And then what happens? Three of Wands, instead of having in front of you a cloud with emotional projections, you actually see the arising, and you start seeing what that new vibration is actually bringing towards you. Let's look at that High Priestess. Wheel of Fortune. So this is a karmic shift. This is moving to a new matrix here. Okay? Connecting, and here I have the Hermit. Finding your light, being that guiding you. This is beautiful, because you see the Wheel of Fortune is a bit, this is how in tarot the universe, this reality is perceived, like a wheel that creates itself constantly. But there are different levels of that wheel, because there are different levels of consciousness. And so when we're at one level with our four elements, let's say, our emotions, our will, our mind, and in this reality with this body, in these senses, we experiment, interactions, events, and so on. Then, of course, you have this Sphinx on top of the Wheel of Fortune with a sword in his hand. And he is asking, why is your reality like this? Well, I've always, struggled, or I've always had, bad relationships, or I always that. If there's a always in your sentence, that's what you've been creating all the time. The moment that you can understand why you've been creating this constantly, then the wheel, instead of turning like this, will actually be able to rise you to your next reality. So, and that's why, see, first of all, we have tarot, Torah, which is the law of the divine, Rota, okay, will, Ator, which is the goddess of nature. This is the will of nature, the will of the divine, of the wisdom of the divine. This is how this mechanical matrix works. And so if it repeats constantly, then we have here that red demon is a bit like Kronos that will eat time. And since we're eternal, well, okay, we'll eat time until we understand, and we'll keep repeating the same lesson with different faces until we get it. And then you have on the side, it's right there, the snake of consciousness. the snake of the Garden of Eden, the Kundalini. So the more we rise our consciousness, the more the wheel of fortune can rise us. This with the High Priestess, you understand that it's a shift on a soul level. That is beautiful. That is not just, you know, a new job or whatever. This is true rising. Okay, so now let's look at that. Temperance, okay. Temperance and the, Nine of Wands. So, Temperance and the Nine of Wands here. Brewing and understanding now all the past wars and the past wounds I got. I get it now. Ace of Sword, Ace of Sword, Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay? I get how I attracted, because she's the law of attraction. Yes, it's your feminine, but this is like where my will is aligned. This is what I attract towards me. And of course, my will is limited, you know, in that beautiful first house of I am. My will be within the frame of who I think I am. I am a wounded person. All right. We're going to send you more occasions to be wounded. Here, there's a clarity that you're getting about this. You probably got it right away, or you're going to get it at the beginning of the month. Maybe you got it during that full, you know, Scorpio moon or whatever. But yes, there it is. And here, Queen of Pentacles. Justice. Rebalancing your self-worth and your knowledge that you are enough, that you have enough. All of this sense and your capacity to receive. Queen of Pentacles has absolutely no problem receiving love and abundance because she's ruled by Venus. And Venus right now is in Taurus. She's home. So that knowledge of, yes, I'm here to receive. I'm here to be fulfilled and expand and so on, is here. So this is helping rebalancing with justice here and judgment, High Priestess, rebalancing a karma. Okay. And here I have the Knight of Wands. If you didn't have enough, you know, fire here, the King, the Queen, and now the Knight, rebalancing that will actually give you back that, yes, I want to do this. I want to do, you know, that kind of fire within yourself. Okay. And that jump start of, because he doesn't care about the past or the consequences of the future. He's in the here and now. Okay. Queen of Wands and Ace of Cups. Here. This is the moment that you decide, yes, there's more out there. I'm going to go for it. Okay. And that's why I'm attracting an Ace of Cups here. And with it, I have the King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. That's your earthly side. So yes, the Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, it's all about will, fire, drive, like that. Pentacles, it's all about being incarnated here and bringing abundance and love and so on here, especially with the Ace of Cups, and being able to actually that's the beautiful readjustment of your divine masculine pentacle. Okay, for some of you, you will actually meet somebody like that, okay, this month, maybe. But the important thing is that in order to meet somebody like that, okay, or to have that kind of dynamic outside of you, it needs to happen inside of you first. So that means the readjustment of your divine King of Pentacles within yourself. That means your capacity to find solutions, to support yourself, to be engaged in you, to respect you, to take care of you, all of that. If you cannot do it for you, you cannot attract somebody that will do it for you also. And there's an understanding. Page of Sword, and we have the Ace of Sword here. You're getting that. I'm getting Page of Cup, Ace of Cup, Page of Cup, Ace of Sword, Page of Sword. You're grasping these new knowledge and these new vibrations. More love for you. You're actually going to attract that into your life. Now that can unfold in the future months, but the shift has to happen inside of you first, and it's happening now in this month of May. Let's look at that Ace of Sword. What did you understand? Yeah, okay. You understood the Devil and the Seven of Sword. This is the clarity you're getting. So for you, the Divine Masculine was somebody untrustworthy. You felt completely disempowered in front of the Divine Masculine. And when I say that, it can be a man or a woman. The Divine Masculine Pentacle, that means feeling completely disempowered when it came to creating your fortune. Feeling completely disempowered when it came to somebody committing to you. Somebody supporting you. I have no support. It is my belief. I am completely disempowered like that. People come not to give to me, but to take from me. If that was your belief for a long time, that was your karma. Here's the Devil. That was your karmic lesson. You're getting it. Let's look at the Star, and of course, since it was a karmic lesson, you are now willing to leave it all behind because you understand it. That's why the Six of Swords is there. From the understanding that I have, I can leave all of my choppy waters and truly turn the page and reopen my heart chakra, because I understand it. How I manifested these people in my life and how I was doing this for me, to me, not for me, but to me. Okay, the Star, Six of Cups, Queen of Wands. Yeah, how I attracted it. Okay, she's the law of attraction from the beliefs that I had. I attract what I believe, not what I want. Four of Pentacles, and here is the Lovers. So I will, at this point, the Four of Pentacles is releasing. Okay, we have the Six of Swords to show us that. I'm releasing what I used to hold on to, maybe my past stories when, I was in hell. And here the Lovers, which is the opposite of the Devil. Here I am going to reconnect with the divine, with my soul, with my faith. And I am able now to make a decision that will elevate me. And it's a decision, it's an inner decision. Following the ways of the world or following my inner guidance. Hint back to the High Priestess and that hermit we had a little bit. This is the shift, because you are going to find yourself. Yes, Sagittarius, King of Wands, King of Wands. You are going to find yourself, and it's been a long time. Seven of Pentacles here and the Hangman. You had to absolutely reverse everything that had happened to you as not it happened to me, because the Seven of Swords with the Devil, that's a victim. But in order not to be a victim anymore, we have to grasp and understand how we created it. The person came, they weren't supportive, they weren't there for me. They were like maybe very selfish. King of Pentacle in reverse. My own King of Pentacle, which would have been supposed to say something, defend me, be there for me, did not do anything because he was reversed also. Oh, okay, situations I stayed in for years could have been 5 minutes. This is how we gain back the control over our life and how we can have faith into the future, because we will turn our old wounds into experience. And now I know what happens when I don't love myself enough and when I don't stand for myself. Let's look at the Judgment. And of course, it's like looking at all our old wounds coming up to the surface. Old wounds and, you know, related here, Emperor, to the Divine Masculine. So the Emperor is the 4 kings. If you've been lied to, King of Swords, manipulated, if you were with narcissists, you know, controlling, struggling, taking advantage, no boundaries, kind of other people, okay? Because our masculine is how we act out there, whether we're a woman or a man. All of these things are all the Divine Masculine. But here, rising above and understanding how, because you limited what you could experience with them, with what you have lived before, you weren't able to actually rise. Here, take 4 of Cups, take that extra cup that you're taking now. And that's what made the past so stagnant and repeating always the same thing, with having absolutely no fruits in life, you know. And probably being with somebody meant losing a bit of you, losing a bit of what you had, losing a bit of your worth for XY reasons because of your past. But you see the shift that is happening here. It's beautiful. Complete rise up. I'm going to call it rising up, Sagittarius. This is beautiful. All right. So on this, I'm going to wish you an amazing month of May. I'm not worried. If you like the video, please share, comment, or subscribe, please. If you want a private reading, the description is right in the plus section. There's an email you write to me. I will never put a phone number or another email in the comment section. There are con artists out there. When I catch them, I tell YouTube, but, you know, don't ever follow somebody that would write something like that in the comments. Even if they have my name, because, you know, pretty thrifty. All right. So on this, thank you also for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And so on that, namaste, all my love and light, and I'll see you next month.